Welcome back. Tactical Tuesday with Johnny Tiger. Date is November 8th, 2022. So last time we talked about the retraction style block, or aka the come hither block, which means when you block someone, rather than stopping the attack by throwing your arm out, or even worse, just putting your arm up, you want to have this circular pulling your arm back while turning your forearm motion to make the attack naturally glide away from your body without the chance of your arm or your hand caving in, hitting yourself in the face. Today, I want to build onto that principle and give you guys one of the more advanced technique in striking, or rather in counter striking, because this movement is for when you catch someone on your forearm with your block. Now, I will not say that I invented this move because, like I mentioned before, we've been fighting each other for over 10,000 years. So I think if there's any way to mess someone up, we already found it. Someone already found it. So I highly doubt that anything that I do will be totally original. However, I will say that this movement is rare enough. Of many people I trained with, I fought against, spar with, competed against, fought whether in sparring or on the street. Very few people have ever utilized this move successfully. Off the top of my head, I probably can only name three, and that's including myself. I call this move the bolt action punch, just to give it a little bit of a modern intonation, because you know, sometimes when you learn the name of a punch, every punch it's like there's a double dragon strike, or the flying monkey kick, or something like that. I mean, it sounds cool, but yeah, it sounds a bit hokey. Someone is going to say you watch too many martial art movies and stuff like that. However, like I said, this is not a new movement. This particular move is very common in the praying mantis style of Chinese Kung Fu. However, in praying mantis, you are striking with your fingertip rather than your fist, as I'm going to show you. This is also very common in the white crane Chinese Kung Fu, in the reverse wing strike. But in that case, you're hitting with your palm rather than with your fist, as I'm going to show you. I've also seen similar move in Wing Chun and in Tai Chi, so it's definitely not new. A lot of Asian martial art, Chinese martial art, put its own spin on it, but the principle remains the same, which is turn your block into a counter simultaneously. Now, this works very similar to the Krav Maga uh, principle, because in Krav Maga, we don't just stand here and block, because our goal is not to stay and compete. Our goal is to neutralize the threat as quick as we can. So in Krav Maga, when someone hit us, while we block, we are already going in and go for the eyes and go for the groin, go for the throat. So while we are blocking, we are going in for the attack in Krav Maga. So this principle of blocking and countering instantaneously is very much in line with that. So, what is the bolt action punch? Yeah, hokey name, I know, but you'll see what I mean. Why it's called the bolt action punch. Building off of what we did last time, an attack is coming at your face. You throw your arm out to block it, and you're pulling your arm back, rotating your arm like I showed you. Okay, now what's going to happen here is a lot of people, when they are blocking with their right arm, they're going to attack with their left hand. Right? This is very, very common. Very common. So common that most of the time, when you counter that way, I block with my right and I counter with my left. Most of the time, this may fail, right? It's going to fail. Why? Because the person, okay, left hook come in, I block with my right, and then I throw my left hand in like a hook or a jab or an elbow, whatever. The person's right arm is already here because they expect me to throw with my left. Because that's logical. When you block right, you hit with left. When you block left, you hit with right. This is how people are generally taught in MMA and boxing and kickboxing. We want to break that trend with the bolt action punch. So when the person throw out their left hook or left punch, my right hand come up and blocking it, retracting and turning. And those of you that are doing this motion probably already feel, hey, all I have to do is punch forward. Their face is right there, right? So the action is you use the come hither block or retraction block to wind up your punch. So you block with your right and punch with your right. Because while you block with your right, you're already inside their guard. There's no way they're going to be able to pull their arm back fast enough to block this. Okay? They hit, I block, the face is right in front of my fist. All I have to do is shoot forward with the same hand. Now, this takes very good timing, but this is why it's one of the more advanced techniques because it does take timing. But this works not just for striking, this also works for grabbing. Again, someone grabbed my throat, they expect me to hit with the closer hand because if they grab me with their left hand, I try to reach with my right, not going to reach them, right? So most people, they expect me to strike with my left hand because it's closer to them, which means if I do strike with my left, there's a chance that they're going to block. And sometimes my left might not be able to hit them because they may be hitting me and I have to block with my left hand. My left hand may be busy blocking. In this case, we use the same principle of the bolt action punch. With my right hand, I pluck the wrist off my throat and shoot my fist straight forward. So for your bolt action punch, there's always a pulling and then firing, pulling and firing, pulling and firing. Okay? Your pulling back is your defense, is your come hither block. Your plucking the hand off of your throat, your defending. The pulling is defending, and then the firing is the counter. Pulling, firing, pulling, firing, pulling, firing. Okay, all on the same hand. Now, some people may say, well, okay, so you block the person's arm, you fire back with the same hand. Yes, this arm that you just blocked is not going to be able to stop your fist because it's way outside. What if they put their other hand up and block your returning punch? They can do that. Yes, they can do that. But if they do that, I still have a free hand. So the moment they put their hand across to block me, boom, I will throw in a simple left hook right to the head. Right? So practice with this. Be careful with each other. Don't give each other black eye or knock each other out. So just have your partner throw out regular left hook, or right hook, and you practice catching it on your arm and throw that same hand right back at their face. Catching, throwing, catching, throwing, pull, strike, pull, strike, pull, strike, all in the same hand. And for your free hand, don't forget to leave it up here to protect your face. Thank you for checking out today's Tactical Tuesday. This is a little bit more tactical than usual, but I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll be back again tomorrow for some Wisdom Wednesday. For now, have a good night.